Hi everybody, this is Arbutus, and this is Outer Wilds. I'm coming back for episode 5 of our expedition here. Let's get her booting up. And, at the end of the last video, I think I mentioned something about going to the Twins today, and, I might have to renege on that, to be honest with you. There's too much going on at Brittle Hollow. I really want to make the best of this cycle, exploring the rest of Brittle Hollow. Or what more I could see. I mean, everything I've done there has been more or less extraneous at this point, like kind of lore and exploration. And I mean, there's all these landmarks that I've heard about that exist over there, like the Hanging City, the Tower of Quantum Knowledge, the Southern Observatory, and even those quantum trees and the quantum shard that was moving around on the surface. Those, I think, are more interesting to me. I already know my way around Brittle Hollow a little bit, so it's going to be less time wasting, which is kind of futzing about. So let's go over here, try to get ourselves some answers, if we can. I mean, is there any reason to check out the lantern as well, really? I don't know. Just gonna come in here, cut our speed, and see if we can't do a little orbiting around here and try to find where that quantum tree grove was. Let's arrest our speed a little bit here. We still got a lot of rotational energy here. Here we go. These are the ruins, right? These are the ruins we teleport to. So I'm gonna actually keep looking around, although there's obviously more on top of that hill. But I just want to keep looking around and find that grove of trees. Ah, this looks promising. Yes, this is where I was. So this is the very top of the Tower of Quantum Knowledge that I traversed up near last time. And this time, we're going to get here with plenty of time to spare. So let's come in for a landing right here on the tower. Dunk. Beautiful. And we got our spacesuit on. Good. Just not forget that anymore. That's my goal. And I guess this is the same tower I'm seeing over and over again. So where were we? We came up... How was it we got up here? We rode a one of these alien transportation devices. Oh. Looking down here last time, I also didn't notice that we have a map of all the twins. Or all the planets, I'm sorry. I was looking at the symbol for the twins, but a map of all the planets, the sun, and that's the diagram for the eye, if I remember correctly. It's even like encouraging me to launch the scout down here, because down here is where I was, right? This is... Yes, I've been down here. This is the broken bottom. This is where I started, or where I was in the last episode for a little while. Get our scout back. And let's finish reading this stuff. Oh, can we get into the tower here? Well, anyway, reading. Turn our light on. And beneath your feet lies the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. If you are preparing to make your first pilgrimage to the quantum moon, descend the steps to the entrance below. The knowledge held within will help you on your journey. The quantum moon. The knowledge held within will help you on your journey. Wow, that's a lot that I don't know about. But the quantum moon, that's interesting. You know, I think that may be it right there. There's a moon that I've seen, or a body that I think I even pointed out in one of the earlier episodes, that was unlabeled, but I've seen it around different planets when we look at the maps at different times. So that may be the quantum moon that we're talking about. And, man, that lantern is an intimidating looking planet. But if we've got secrets on that quantum moon, and the fact that this is the first time I've heard anything about it, must be important. Oh man, I keep looking away from this quantum platform here. So let's try to get over to this. Why did that not work? You gotta press the jump after. Man, look at this stone here. It looks volcanic. Let's see what the gnome I have to say about this. Thatch says, Plume, Felix, and I have determined this atypical shard of rock as the reason objects in this grove are behaving in a quantum manner. The only other object we've observed displaying this quantum behavior is a wandering moon. I imagine the moon's behavior and this groves are related. In her note from earlier, Felix mentions this strange type of rock isn't found elsewhere on Brittle Hollow. What if it isn't originally from this planet? Hypothesis. This quantum shard is from the wandering quantum moon. Perhaps it is even a small piece of the moon itself. So in reference to the discovery of this atypical shard, Felix says, of note, a unique signal is coming from this shard. Curiously, our friend the wandering moon sounds the same. I've also heard the same signal this shard produces calling out from Giant's Deep, Timber Hearth, and the Hourglass Twins. Suppose there are other shards like this one. Well, that would definitely be worth finding. What does removing these scrolls do? There's really nothing. Doesn't do much for me. Oh, it redraws everything we've read, huh? Cool. Well, that answers some questions, and we've already learned about the quantum moon, which is exceedingly awesome. Ouch. So let's head down these steps. Whatever we find in this tower is supposed to help us on our way to the quantum moon. Right, we did not find a way in here, though. That's an issue. Let's see. This is where we came up last episode, I believe. So the entrance is below, and that's the entrance that we can't get in. Southern Observatory. That's kind of where I would love to get to. What's going on out here? I explored all of this last time? I don't believe so. Let's see what we can see. So we can look up, see not much. We can kind of rotate the camera, look up a little bit. There's some of those glyphs I was seeing from above. And if we were inside, we'd be able to walk right back up there. But we are not. So let's carefully make our way along this little thing, taking care to not fall into the black hole. Yet another Yomai skeleton. And here we have a couple people movers. Oh, Jesus. This planet is in rough shape. Maybe one of these will actually lead me somewhere interesting. Boy, that sure looks like it's just launching me off to nowhere, right? That can't be correct. Although there is more portals over there. Oh well, what the hell. Hey, we caught ourselves. Here's another one of these shards. Is that a quantum shard? No. Seems to be a regular shard. Both of these pathways are incomplete. There's a good view of the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. So far, what we've seen of it. Where was the Hanging City? Is that beneath us now? That could be interesting. Ah, there it is. Distorted by the lensing. So, does that mean there's no more way out of here? Guess we can at least launch ourselves back into... Oh, what in the world? Oh. Alright, we got some gravity crystals. We can climb our way around here. Interesting. Oh, this is right above where I was. Okay, so I could have just walked right up here. That's good to know. Let's keep making our way around. This is new and fruitful, potentially fruitful territory for me. We might even be able to make our way to the Hanging City, which is what I would really like to see. I have a feeling that somewhere in the Hanging City is the way into the Southern Observatory. In fact, I think Rebeck may have even hinted as much. Oh, look at this. No, we've done it. We've done it. We're heading south here. We're just below the South Pole. Just below the South Pole, according to our map here. And is there some way in here? We've got gravity walls. Got it. Okay. Ghost matter. Oh, no. Let's see. How do I do this again? Oh, yeah. Scout launcher. Photo mode. Take a snapshot. Shit. I mean, I was told this stuff would kill me. Can I just bypass it? Let me see. Yes, I can. Whew. We'll just skip right over all that. Put this thing away. Oh, and we found some trees. Excellent. And there is the way to the Southern Observatory, I have to imagine. Let's make our way around. These look like trees from Timberhearth. Whoa, don't bounce off the walls. Don't be like that. Where am I going next? Can I make it all the way over there? Well, what the hell? Let's try. Oh yeah, we can do it. Oof, boy, that got me going there. And right up here. Cool. Making our way back to the surface. We were pretty deep in down there, but we'll make our way back up to the surface if we can. Now, we just gotta hit this thing. Got it. Whew, that kind of puts your heart into your mouth there, I must say. What the hell have we found now? The Southern Observatory. It's huge. What is this? God, I thought that was a hole at first. That scared the shit out of me. Doorway. Is this the broken door to outside? Yeah, it is. Look at this. So now we're right outside. We got Rebeck's ship right here. And the door is open. I wonder if that door will stay open. That would be kind of nice if that thing stayed open. Ah. More information. Jeez Louise, these things. Some information about Giants Deep. Let's check it out. Sava says, Konoe, Daz, and I were lifting orbital probe cannon components into orbit for assembly, and one somehow sank down beneath the current. Orbital probe cannon. That must be what we've seen in orbit. Also, let me make a note of Daz here, a new Nomai, and I'm also going to make a note of orbital cannon, which seems to be what we've been seeing launching and being destroyed up in orbit around Giants Deep. One sank down beneath the current. Daz, Cassava convinced me not to try to recreate the phenomenon myself using other cannon parts, but we're very curious to know what happened. How could something pass through the current? My gratitude for your interesting question. This is exciting. Spire constructed a model of Giant's Deep here at the Brittle Hollow's Southern Observatory, and it reveals how an object might sink below the current. Konoi, I'm unable to grasp the answer by looking through the projection pool. If I visit the observatory, would you kindly explain? If you don't mind the trek beneath the surface to the South Pole, I'd be delighted to see you. The trailhead starts at Brittle Hollow's equator. Konoi, you should have seen it. We thought it was impossible for any cannon components to sink, even partially below the current, but ours sank straight to the core. Interesting. What was the name of this device? Unable to grasp the answer through the projection pool. That must be what these things are. Let's give a look at our projection pool. So this is to Giant's Deep, huh? Yes, the Giant's Deep end. We got notes here. Can't quite get to them. We got more plaques. We got a lot of very strange stuff going on here. Well, I have no idea what's going on with Giant's Deep, so I'm going to leave that for now. Do we know what this thing is? Got something. Looks like it's meant to be filled with liquid of some kind, perhaps. And, oh, this is the sound that we hear coming from Giant's Deep when we use our signal scope on it. Xava's construction yard. Xava's construction yard has been using the cyclones on Giant's Deep to lift orbital probe cannon parts into orbit, but one component was pushed down past the current that usually prevents anything from sinking. Spire and I are crafting a model to determine why this happened. Spire responds, an update. It's now clear there are two different types of cyclone. Most cyclones on Giant's Deep rotate clockwise. These are the cyclones Cassava typically uses to send components into orbit. Two types of cyclone. There also exists a rarer type of cyclone that spins the opposite direction and pushes objects beneath the waters and below the current. My gratitude, Spire. Konoi is showing me your handiwork, but I'm intrigued by this secondary type of cyclone. But was it really necessary to build a model to tell me that? The model will be useful as we continue monitoring Giant's Deep. Also, I very much wanted to make a model. Alright. A new Nomai by the name of Spire. And, seems to have a similar mindset to Raimi, where he's just out to do science. So what? That one's pushing me down, huh? And is this one gonna try to launch me up? Sure does. Cool. So they figured out something about the cyclones. Is there any more info up here? Wow. You can see everything from the South Pole here. What am I looking at? That is doing something. Oh, there's some kind of model up here. Huh. What could these symbols be? Obviously planets, but okay, let's try Timberhearth, because at least I'm a little more familiar with that. That doesn't seem to be doing as much. Oh. Now I see. So that's a model of Timberhearth and Addlerock, I guess. Cool, it just freaking hangs there. I like that. And if we do this one, is that at the twins orbiting the sun? What am I looking at here? There's the space cannon. Man, I don't know what that is. No idea. This is our very world here, Brittle Hollow. similar situation with the Hollow's lantern orbiting around. And what can we see going on with Giant's Deep? Huh. Don't remember Giant's Deep having a moon. And Bramblehearth. No, Dark Bramble. Oh, I see. It's just showing the sun, kind of their orbits in relation to that. Cool. Put that away. And this is the symbol for the eye of the universe, is it not? What are we looking at? Is it trying to find it? We know that they can't. They don't have much luck finding the eye. Wow. Very cool. So it just doesn't work to find the eye, although there are things on these orbits. And that was the point of this thing, right? That was the point of this Southern Observatory, was meant to be a better way to find the eye. How should our methods change as we continue to search for the eye of the universe? Mallow. We know what the eye looks like, and thanks to the quantum moon... Whoa. We know what the eye looks like thanks to the quantum moon. So what if we try to find the eye visually instead? Let's send out a probe. Mallow's idea is clever, but we have no idea where the eye is in relation to here. The probability of launching a probe in the correct direction would be absurdly small. I believe I have a solution for that problem. Have you spoken with Raimi and Pi about the technology they're developing? Privet says, as we couldn't find the eye's signal using two different devices built for this exact purpose, we should discontinue this search method. We know what the eye looks like thanks to the quantum moon. Avens responds, we need to build a space probe launching... Let me just write down Avens. Yeah. We need to build a space probe launching mechanism to cover these long distances quickly. A cannon in orbit around a celestial body would circumvent the need to escape gravity's pull. Cassava responds, Giant's Deep would be a good choice. It's furthest from the sun, so it would provide the best angles for launch, and it's moonless, except when the quantum moon is visiting. Avens, yes, let's build the cannon in orbit around Giant's Deep. That's a lot of information here as well. So that's what that thing in around Giant's Deep is a cannon that's firing. It's moonless, except for when the quantum moon is there. Raimi and Pi are developing something. I believe in another message they were talking about some sort of high-energy laboratory on the equator of the Ember Twin. So that will definitely be another reason to go to the Twins. And we learned that they know what the eye looks like because of the quantum moon. Is there a description there? Is there a picture of it? Is that the moon right there? I believe that is the quantum moon. And does it disappear when I look away? Yeah, it sure does. That would be very disconcerting. So, well, we learned a lot. Let me refresh myself on these. So I'm just going to make a note of this as well. Clockwise is up. Counterclockwise is down. Because I'm assuming we're going to need to get through that current on Giant's Deep as well. We know there's something near the core. This is the somehow projecting this stuff up here. So the ship is 34 kilometers away by the surface. Let's try to head up there. I don't know how much longer exactly we have in this cycle, but I haven't heard the music yet, so that's a good sign. Oh, is the ship... Where's my ship? Ah. excuse me, wherever my ship was parked seems to have fallen into a black hole. Well, let's do some exploring. Now that I know how to do a better boost... Nope, missed it. Almost got to the hanging city. Now, where's my ship again? Can't see jack shit out here. Ouch. Ah, and we're approaching the end of this cycle. Ah, this is the very same quantum slab that we were examining earlier before this all fell into the void. Oh, look, the whole tower is here now. Does that mean we can get in this thing? No, please don't run out of fuel. We're almost there. We're just gonna drift right in. Easy does her. Keep our fuel. Our ship is inside the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. Boy, this is a mess. So we got our oxygen. And we're actually in the Tower of Quantum Knowledge now, flying around. Wait. Welcome, Solanum. Your arrival here means you completed your preparations on Giant's Deep and are ready to depart for the Quantum Moon. On your pilgrimage, the Quantum Moon will carry you, just as it carried me and many others in our clan before me, to the Moon's sixth and most secret location. You've been aided in your pilgrimage by the shrine our clan built on the Quantum Moon, but remember this final rule. To explore the sixth location, the shrine must be on the Moon's north pole. Be curious on your journey. I'm trying to write down a note. Ah. Wow. The way this game tells its story is so cool. So I'm just making notes, first of all, adding a new body, the Quantum Moon. And it's got 6 secrets. And the 6th needs to be on the North Pole. And we're back. The orbital cannon launches its payload, hopefully off towards the eye of the universe for the sake of our Nomai friends. And we're back here on the surface. Well, I suppose that's another run through right there. Once again, we extracted a lot of information out of Brittle Hollow. We've now explored the Tower of Quantum Knowledge to some extent. We got a pretty good look through the Southern Observatory, and we learned a lot there as well. We learned a little more about the Quantum Moon. We learned a little bit more about the project to find the eye. They're done building locators and are trying to build a way to find it visually, if anything else. And we learned a little something about Giant's Deep. So that just kind of opens up even more wonderful options. Let me run up to the ship really quick and see, because it's been a long time since I've checked our logs. I've been trying to keep this all going mentally. Oh, there we go. Cool. Got it. Nice. Interesting. Another one. Another one. Another one. Tornado simulation. Orbital probe cannon. 6th location. Quantum shrine. Wow. So we have a lot here to look at. Let's give this a quick read through. One of the 3... Let me see. Escape pod 1. One of the 3 Nomai escape pods that crashed in our solar system. All 3 escape pods were launched from something called the Vessel, which was badly damaged. Actually, the text said something about being injured, which is cool. I love living spaceships. The Nomai survivors who crashed on Brittle Hollow climbed down the cliff to a shelter site below the surface, built the Hanging City. There's a huge Nomai city just to the north of Rebek's campsite. Okie dokes. The Ash Twin Project. The core of Ash Twin was physically sealed off by an immensely thick protective shell. Right, this is the Nomai mines. The North Pole Brittle Hollow is covered in snow and ice. There's a uniquely shaped Nomai ruin on the surface. The Nomai were able to warp here from the White Hole Station. This is where they first recreated warp technology. There's more to explore at the Northern Glacier. Every Nomai warp tower is tuned to a specific astral body. To use a tower, stand on the warp platform and wait until the tower aligns with its corresponding astral body. The Nomai noticed something strange. Warped objects appeared to arrive at the receiver on Brittle Hollow before they departed the White Hole Station. This negative time interval between an object arriving and departing was incredibly minuscule, roughly 1/100,000th of a second. The Nomai were skeptical if their equipment could even measure. The negative time interval measured at the White Hole Station was further investigated at the High Energy Lab in the canyon at Twin Embers Equator. Right. And this is all new stuff. The Nomai built a shrine on the Quantum Moon to aid in the pilgrimage to its 6th location. Remember this final rule. To explore the 6th location, the shrine must be on the moon's north pole. Quantum Shard. Wanders when no one is watching. The Nomai hypothesized that this shard is actually a piece of the Quantum Moon, and it emits the same signal as the Quantum Moon. See, I wasn't picking up any signals from those shards. The Nomai detected a quantum signal coming from somewhere on Giant's Deep. Timberhearth, right? These were all listed. Hourglass Twins. Many Nomai went on a pilgrimage during which the Quantum Moon carried them to its 6th and most secret location. To explore the 6th location, the shrine on the Quantum Moon must be on the moon's north pole. Aha. I was thinking of 6 locations on the moon. But no, it means the 6th location of the moon. It can be orbiting any one of the planets, or be somewhere else entirely. The Nomai built a shrine on the Quantum Moon to aid in the pilgrimage to its 6th location. So, more on the Northern Glacier still. And on our original thread here, we started at the village, and the statue led us to this. Nomai device created to pinpoint the sources of distant signals. The Nomai were disappointed by their failure to detect a signal from something called the Eye of the Universe. Southern Observatory. The Nomai decided to stop searching for the eye signal and instead look for it visually by sending out a deep space probe. There were concerns that the probability of launching a probe in the correct direction would be absurdly small. Alright, this is about the cyclones on Giant's Deep. The Nomai decided to construct a probe cannon in orbit around Giant's Deep. Right. Most curious. God, this stuff is just so mysterious and cool. I really, really like it. What else was there here? That was the shelter site. Okay. The Ash Twin Project seems to be a big deal. Obviously, the Wandering Moon is a big deal. Also, the High Energy Lab is a big deal. Northern Glacier. There's more to explore here. Alright. Well, we've got a ton of options. I don't know if you guys are getting bored of it. I know there's so much to see, but where am I going next time? Where am I going to go next time? You know what? I got a lot of knowledge out of Brittle Hollow over the last couple episodes, so I think I will be heading somewhere else. I think the Ash Twin and the Ash Twin Project is a good place to go check out. We know that there is another quantum signal on the twins. We know a lot about what's been going on there. vis-a-vis the high energy research station and the core being blocked off of Ash Twin. Yeah, I think that's going to be our next stop. So thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, give me a thumbs up, and most importantly, comment, because I want to hear from you. As I said last time, these are being pre-recorded, so it'll be a while, or, you know, a while for me until I hear your comments, but I'll be responding to them as soon as they come in. Thank you, everybody. I will see you next time.